Hello, my name is Vortex Warp, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today I'm going to be showcasing the dropper button panel. So let's have a look at this redstone behind me. You may notice there are a few command blocks first of all, and those are nothing to do with the device. Those are just to read the output of the device. The output is here, and those are just to say in chat which button I have selected, because I haven't got this button panel hooked up to anything. So let's have a look at what goes on. So here we have this dropper, and this is our interface that we interact with the button panel. We can simply right click into this button panel and see a bunch of coloured panes. You can also rename these panes to whatever you wanted. So if it was for an elevator, for example, you could have each floor with a number on, and then you could go to the yellow floor and the red floor using this device. So let's see it in action. So we literally just click into the dropper and then press on the option we want to select. We get deafened by the redstone, and obviously you can put that back in, and it says in chat I selected orange, and if we look around here you can see this output was selected for a while, and that is the orange output. Now I've turned the sounds down, I'm not actually sure you could hear them. Let's test this again just to show you that it does indeed work. So let's select blue this time, you simply put that back in. The system takes a while to respond. It says down in the bottom left there in chat blue. And as you can see, it just refills all of the items back into the dropper interface. So yeah, it's a pretty cool device. It's actually massive though, which is the one downside to it, but it's a cool project if you're creating something relatively big already, like an elevator for example. You want to create a multi-floor elevator with floor selection. It's realistic. You can actually use this dropper, rename the dropper, rename all the items with it, and it's just a clean interface. You can click on one of them and select that output. So yeah, it's really cool. The one issue I do have with it though, as I said, is that it's big. There's not much that can be done about that, but it's awesome. This is a bit of a work in progress, so I have a feeling it can be made much more effective. All of this stuff over here probably can be cut out. Although I haven't managed to figure out how to do it. But if you want to have a go at making one of these, maybe you can come up with some alternative solutions. I have in the past created a dropper button panel like this, where you right click in and then press Q over the item you want to select as a combination lock, but not actually as a button panel. But I really like the idea of just clicking in, selecting which one you want, and it going through and selecting that colour. So how does it work? I'm not going to do a massive overview. I'm not going to do a tutorial unless anyone wants specifically me to request. I can provide in the description the structure block file, so you can get it into your world. If anyone requests that in the comments, I will provide that. But what we have here is a comparator bud. So what this does is it detects when you click into the dropper, and when you do that it provides an output, because this comparator is updated by us using this dropper. Even though, because this chest has got a block over it, it shouldn't be reading. But since it wasn't updated when that block was rotated over the chest, it still thinks it's on until we update it with this. Once that happens, what happens over here is that the observer block detects it, it goes down, it powers this piston which pushes these hopper minecarts. There's two nested within each other. 2 of their slots are filled, so there's room for 8 items, so it does not accidentally suck up the item you selected. Yeah, so that just simply pushes across over there, picks up from there, goes across all of these hoppers, which takes all the items out, and then this goes back into its slot there. At the same time, over here we have these item sorters. So when the items come in, they activate this piston here, which pushes this up. So there's now a glass block here, so when this line powers, it won't power through to all of the items. Oops. And also it gives our items a chance to rest in these bottom hoppers. We send a second minecart down from the top to pick all of those items up, and that is a doubly nested minecart as well, which stops over this hopper and empties back into the dropper. In order to prevent the seabud going off again when we're emptying items into the dropper, what we have over here, with a bit of a delay and a pulse extender, is a constant powering of this piston, so the seabud doesn't work whilst we're emptying items back into that dropper. We also have off of this, this pulse extender here, a falling edge monostable circuit over here. So when this pulse extender turns off, we'll get an output from here, and that simply pulses all of these top pistons to push all of these blocks back down. So once we have activated it after a certain period of time, the output will turn off, and that will leave all of the outputs off. And that works out quite nicely. So let's have one last demonstration. And if you can think of any cool uses for this, leave it in the comments, because I really do like it. It's a really cool project that it could be useful for a challenge minigame that I am thinking of creating actually at some point in the future in a survival world, where you go around, you've got to collect all of the stained glass panes, and then you can put them in this dropper and then input a combination using the items you've collected, which is pretty cool. Something that I want to try in the future. But if you have any other uses for this, as I've already said, I've suggested a multi-floor item elevator. Multi-floor player elevator. Then leave them in the comments, because I'd really like to hear them. But guys, that's going to be it for today's little mini Redstone showcase. If you've enjoyed, remember to leave a like and comment down below. My name's been Vortex Warp, and this video has sadly come to an end. Goodbye guys, see you in the next one.